Hello and welcome to Lighthouse Tarot, where we embrace the light within ourselves and within others. I'm your host, of course, Willow. If you are new to my channel, welcome. A warm welcome from me. Stay a bit if you'd like and come join the family. If you're an old subscriber, thank you guys so much. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. That makes me really happy. That's an important milestone in my YouTube journey. I started my channel last year. This is summer of 2021. Exactly 1 year since I made it. So thank you guys. I couldn't have done it without you. I'm so grateful for all of you. Without further ado, today I want to talk about Scorpio Rising, embracing your lighter side. And I know I previously did a video on this a few months ago, but I think it's important, especially if you're a Scorpio rising and you identify also as a star seed, a light worker, or a rainbow child. This message is specifically for you, but take it how it resonates. This is welcome for all Scorpio risings. So let's talk about this. Me, I am a star seed. What? I am an Andromedan star seed, and I am a rainbow child as well as a Scorpio rising. So you can see how I have a certain push and pull when it comes to these energies, because as a Scorpio risings, we're ruled by Pluto, the god of the underworld, Hades, pulling down the collective so we can rebuild it, the subconscious mind, everything taboo, dark, hidden, intuition, the occult, spirituality, transformation, as well as Mars, the warrior planet, the fiery planet, Aries energy, people on the forefront line. When you're ruled by these two intense ass planets as a Scorpio rising, your life is very intense, and especially if you have Pluto in your first house, your appearance is intense. But as a rainbow child, starseed, light worker, and empath, even that as well, I find myself kind of teetering between this, you know, having my scorpion armor. You know, as a scorpion that rules Scorpio rising, the little scorpion, you know, it has a tough shell, but it has a soft interior. And because its interior is so soft, because its underbelly is so soft and sensitive, you know, as Scorpios, as water signs that we are, we put on a really intense armor, a really hard armor, and we put our walls up so no one can get to our soft center. Because even though we come off as intense and passionate, we are extremely sensitive, intuitive. This is a feminine sign, even though it's ruled by a masculine planet, Mars, in addition to Pluto. But when you are a rainbow child, you're so happy and you're so carefree and you're playful and you embrace your inner child. And when you're a star seed, you don't quite fit in and you always have your head in the clouds and you're thinking about planets and you feel like an alien. And then when you're a light worker, you just have a big heart, guys. You have a big heart and you want to help people and you want to be a healer. And I feel like for the majority of us Scorpio risings, we are healers. That is one of our purposes in life, is to transmute, to transform, to talk to those that have had really intense lives, to talk to people that have been homeless, to talk to people that have been abused, to talk to people that have went through torture, mental anguish, people that have been in psych wards, people that have been thrown out, cast out from the society, the ones that walk the path not well walked, right? As Scorpio risings, we can stand on our own 2 feet and talk to those people and actually reach them where it might be a disconnect with other signs, because as Scorpio rising, we've seen it all, man. Baby, we've seen it all. We've been kicked out, we've been pushed out, we've been abused, we've been hit, we've been in pain, we've seen it all around us over and over and over and over. We've transformed and made ourselves stronger. But that gives us a platform and a credibility to speak to other people, because likely you've been through an intense childhood, dysfunctional household, maybe some death in your family, crazy shit, stuff that you see on the movies happen to you regularly, right? As Scorpio rising, I'm sure you relate. And because of this, you're a healer and you can heal people because you can relate to that and you have been through it from personal experience. But when you have this rainbow child, when you have this starseed thing, I want to tell you, as a Scorpio rising, you should embrace your lighter side. Today, I decided to drop everything to go to the park and pick this giant bouquet of flowers that I found around the park. We got some yellow in here, we got some pink, we got some lavender, I think this is lavender, some purple, and then this giant beautiful flower I got off the Mongolian tree. I was like, hey, Mongolian tree, can I have this? And they're like, yeah, it's all right. So I did ask the plant before I could take it. As Scorpio risings, we spend so much of our life dealing with intensity, being very serious, feeling like we have to defend ourselves, be on the both sides, like attack and also defense and offense. And even our family around us, or maybe friends around us, are going through tower moments in transformation. So with that being said, it's really important as a Scorpio rising to embrace your lighter side, to embrace that light worker within you, to embrace being a rainbow child, an indigo child, a crystal child, or a star seed, whatever galactical place you're from. Embrace that. And I want to say for Scorpio risings, this is really good. This is a tool that you should put in your survival backpack when things are getting just too much for even you as a Scorpio rising, like just too much seriousness. My advice, drop it all, go do something that makes you feel like your inner child, that makes your inner child happy and fulfilled. For me, when I was younger, in a time in my life when I was happy as a child, may it be only a minute, a day, half a day, I felt the most peace, the most fulfillment, the most joy when I was out in my backyard in Orlando, Florida, in the heat. My parents had built a fort for me and my sisters, and during the summer days, I would go dig in the dirt, and I would find these little crystals. They were little rocks, tiny little rocks, and I would like cut them open with like a bigger rock and open them to see if they were crystals, and I thought it was fascinating and beautiful. I would also collect roly-polies, grasshoppers, snails, and I would get a little shoebox and put grass, just like this, put some grass in there and put the roly-polies, the snakes, the grasshoppers all in there together and just make them a little house. And then I would collect my little crystals, and I was a happy camper, guys. I was the happiest I'd ever been. This was before I had a phone. Phones were even invented. This is, I wasn't even reading books at this time. I didn't even have friends. Sometimes it was just me. Sometimes it was my younger sister, but she was on the other side of the backyard. So that made my inner child happy. I was content with that. It didn't matter what was happening around me. That was my bliss. As a Scorpio rising now, find your bliss. Find something that makes your inner child happy. For me, it was leaving everything behind today, giving my mind a break, giving my body a break, and coming out here and picking this beautiful bouquet just for the heck of it. You don't always have to be productive. You don't have to feel like everyone's out to get you all the time. Do be aware and do be prudent, but you need to give yourself a break, and you need to embrace your inner child, your lighter side. And for me, as a rainbow child, it makes me incredibly happy, incredibly content and fruitful when I'm just walking around the park and I'm vibing. I don't even know what I'm doing sometimes, guys. I'm just gonna be honest. You know, I have an Aquarius sun, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something weird. I just walk out here to the park, I pick a bouquet of roses, I'm listening to some music, maybe I'll do a little dancing, maybe I'll do a little singing, maybe I'll jump up on that like park bench and I'll swing around a stick and I'll throw the stick in the air and pick it up. Maybe I'll just lay down and watch the clouds. Maybe I'll read a book. Maybe I'll journal. Maybe I'll just record myself dancing because I want to feel that love and I want to feel that memory, and I create my own reality. In my own reality, I'm my own main character. Therefore, I'm going to take a lot of pictures, videos, and just really feel myself, guys. So it's important as Scorpio risings to embrace being a rainbow child, your lighter thing. And I know as Scorpio risings, we're really hard on ourselves and we don't allow ourselves time to rest, and we feel like everything has to be productive. Like, oh, we have to be very strategic with it. That Scorpio energy, like, oh, I need to do this in order so I can get that. I need to act this way in order to get this. I need to say this to this person and go after that and do that with my routine. And maybe it's the Virgo moon in me as well that kind of pushes me even harder. But as Scorpio risings, when we kind of just let go and we realize it's productive to not be productive. Your mind is actually more creative when you're in that flow state. Have you ever gotten in a flow state whenever you're writing a story and then you just get lost in it? Or maybe you're reading a book and you get lost in the chapter, or you're listening to a playlist of music and you're just vibing in it and you feel really good and you feel that sense of release relief, like you're letting go and everything's okay, and you're one with nature, you're one with yourself. You are completely immersed in the moment. When you're in this flow state as a Scorpio rising, this brings new ideas, this brings creativity, this brings fruitfulness to you, and this actually brings your manifestations in faster. And I have found through this as a Scorpio rising, when you do this, your mind is actually set up to be a problem solver through millions of years of evolution. Your mind is created to solve problems. So when you give your mind a rest, your mind's just like, what are we doing here? Oh, well, nothing's wrong. I'm not in fear. I'm not in anxiety. Everything's going right. I'm safe. I'm complete. I'm in the moment. Your mind is going to kind of drift around in that flow state, have random thoughts until you get to that peace state of mind. And then your mind is going to start solving problems for you through a natural state. It's gonna just find the solution. It's gonna be like, oh, I know that you were looking for a house, but have you ever thought about house sitting? Or, oh, maybe there's an easier way to do this, because you're relaxed. You're not forcing it. You're chill. You're vibing. You're giving yourself that break, that love, that intensity, or not intensity, but that release. And your mind will slowly but surely start to bring you solutions, start to bring you epiphanies in this moment. So that's why it is productive to not be productive sometimes. And as Scorpio risings, I really implore you, and I know that you guys are at heart very sensitive, romantic. You like beautiful things. And for a long time, because of my blocked feminine side and my embracing more masculine to protect myself as a Scorpio rising, growing up in an environment where my femininity did not feel safe, and I was not protected, so I had to cover it with a masculine shield. I have learned to embrace my more feminine side, that it's okay to like pretty things like this, that I'm safe and no one's gonna make fun of me for it, and it's okay, and I don't need to judge myself, and I don't need to give myself shame, and it's perfectly normal and natural for you to feel that way too, Scorpio risings. I don't mean that you need to go tell everyone that. You can keep this little secret between you and me. But as Scorpio risings, embrace your feminine side, go live in the moment, embrace your lighter side. Don't feel shame or guilt for liking these little light things, and just be in the moment, embrace it, feel it, love it. Go have a lucky Thursday. I love you guys so much. If you've made it this far, leave a 4-leaf clover in honor of this 4-leaf clover I got at Goodwill. Also, if you resonate with my content, I have created a Patreon. You can go check it out. It's only $1.11 to join a monthly membership, or $5.55. I will be creating more content on there, specifically courses on how to go about the law of attraction, some secrets, some tips, lots of good stuff, and tarot readings that are going to be like R-rated, and I can cuss on it, and I don't have any fear of it getting flagged. But thank you so much. I love you guys. Have a wonderful Thursday. Goodbye.